Well, what's up, everybody? This is going to be our 15-minute Savage Talk. We're not discontinuing the Icebox. We're just working on restructuring it more or less. Because I know I haven't really put a lot of effort into it with doing all the reactions. And that's Shanna's like baby, and Nate likes taking a large part of it. So they just got to get their heads together to figure out what the hell they're doing with it. But that's neither here nor there. This is Savage Talk, where we're going to talk about real life shit. Everyday struggles that we go through that we got to conquer throughout our daily or throughout our week, and how we were able to conquer them. Reason that we want to do this is because, like we said before in many other streams, not enough people are willing to talk about not enough men are willing to talk about mental issues or even just being depressed. And a lot of the time, that's all it takes. You talk to one of your friends. Sometimes it just takes one of you tell your friend, look, this is going on. And they say, dude, get your shit together. Stop letting it bother you. Sometimes that helps and sometimes it don't. So, with that being said, I'm here. We got this creepy bastard over there, Nate, Fire and Ice. And I'm sure there's going to be other people that might stop by. However, Nate,
What's up?
what's your idea on this? Give me some sort of rundown here, because I need to get my weapon of mass destruction. My fly is back. You
Well,
son of a
I'm
bitch.
I'm glad we're doing stuff like this. Because even sometimes just getting it off your chest even helps.
How you doing, Geck?
What's up, Gek? Um, like this week alone, I ran into a couple different things that started getting me all messed up. Um,
They didn't have his banana hammock in his side. Don't let him bullshit nobody.
now, like we've talked about it before. I started a new job. I took a decent pay cut to accept this job. Um, didn't realize how much of a pay cut it was. Now, the job I have works off a commission. Now, I only had 2 weeks worth of commission in. Was expecting my commission check to be higher than what it was, and wasn't. So I was like, crap. Now I got to try to figure out how to budget everything out with more money going out than what's coming in. And it was starting to wear on me. And I'm like, do I just stick around or do I quit
So,
and find something else?
let me speak on this. Right now, I think they said it was like 40% of workers for the workforce. Geck says he was sacked because of COVID, and it's 242 in the Netherlands. Right now in the United States, we need a workforce. You're not being held back. You're holding yourself back. I understand it's a new job and all. But dude, there's so many other jobs out there that's hiring for decent wages. Don't go to one of these fast food places that's telling you, "Oh, we're gonna hire you for $17 an hour." Because I know a few workers that went there, not from a job that I'm at, but a couple people that started trying to work there find out they're only getting like 21, 22 hours a week. That's why they're able to make $17 an hour.
Yeah.
It's not exactly what they're saying. So with your situation, there's so many openings right now all over the United States. You shouldn't have to worry about allowing these people to manipulate you under false pretenses. If that's what pretty much happened, that's the way I understood it with the discussion of the paying, and then all of a sudden it'd be different. You shouldn't have to deal with that. You should be able to just walk away and find another job. I understand it's going to take time. I understand you're not, look, I could speak for you when I say I know you're not the type of person to just say, oh, I'm walking away. I don't have another job yet, but I'm just quitting unless something seriously pisses you off.
Yeah.
However, speaking on this situation here, you've got more of a chance. So
Well,
I only see you holding yourself back if you haven't taken that step.
well, I'm willing to tighten my belt what I can this month and go, okay, let's see what next month brings when I actually have a full month's worth of commission coming through, because I understood that I was misinformed about the quote unquote bonus that I was expecting. Um, but the same note, I only had 2 weeks in, so I'm like, let's see what a full month's worth of commission is going to get me if it equals, because
This is where you need the banana hammock and refuse to put it away until they give you a bonus.
um, but I mean that was one major thing, and I'm like trying to figure out, okay, still have rent to get out, and I have other bills that are coming up, and crap, what am I going to do? And I started getting into a funk because my brain was going 1,000 miles an hour, going, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? I shouldn't have left my other job. I should have just kept putting up with the BS. But
Gator says boiler service tech, and Gex says he feels you. Yeah, shit. Gator could tell you if there's openings in that field, and I'm sure he could speak for it. Um, there's so many openings, dude. You just got to take the step. But don't go to, like, what I'm saying when I say don't go to these fast foods asking us bogus amounts. There's other jobs. There's production line jobs and all kinds of other shit where they'll openly state, look, we're going to pay you $13 an hour, but you're going to work 40 hours a week guaranteed.
yeah,
You find
well, see,
something like that,
I
you
will
might be a
say
little bit
this.
better off.
I will say this much. It's how we have the schedule structure. I work 5 days one week, 4 days another week. So, I mean, I'm getting 40 hours plus a week, depending on, one week I'm getting extra, one week I'm just getting my 40. So
Gotcha.
that's why I'm not wanting to, sitting here thinking about it.
Did you ever
Well,
consider going
yesterday
on
at
a
work,
barges?
can't take Marley with me.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, let's go ahead
'Cause
and I'll explain one of the situations I'm running into that's really, honestly, lately I've been able to push all the stress off. I've been burying myself working, as everybody sees. I'm pushing out content. I still work a full-time job, and I'm pushing out sometimes 12 videos a day. Um, but what I've noticed is even though I'm working the same amount of hours, the trades are the way to go. If you don't mind getting dirty, especially up north, there you go. Um,
well,
but
I used
but
to lay asphalt, but I'm getting too old, and my
well, here's
fibromyalgia
my
just don't
thing.
like it.
I'm noticing I'm not getting no big increases in pay or nothing like that. But the prices and everything is skyrocketing. So
That
I've
it
always
is.
been one to greatly budget everything. And I'm starting to notice that even though I'm doing my, like, what have to do to budget everything, it's like slowly but surely I'm cutting more and more things out of this budget that just it's making everything incompatible. And I'm noticing like the stupidest things just getting raised up in price. Soap. It was body wash. It was like uh $1 more than it normally was. There were all kinds of like really stupid things. Toilet paper. It went from $5 to $6.50. Like,
Oh, believe me, I'm feeling you on that, man, because that's what, like I was just talking about, trying to tighten my belt and rebudget. and noticing, prices are going up, and I'm like, okay, so what am I going to have to sacrifice? What can I sacrifice?
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
when they had everything shut down, I was still going to work every day. And I noticed even then we started getting like certain shortages of certain materials and like just prices changing, things of that nature. After 2020, 2021, that when the day it turned 2021, I think everything just started going to shit. Um, European, so I'm not in your alley, but things are really getting expensive. Yeah, I'm sure even over there, you got to figure like all the different goods are going up in price. And look, I'm not going to deny that there's inflation involved, but I think it has to do a lot more with nobody's producing it because there's nobody working. Like there's so
Yep.
many jobs open. Okay, I've worked in the oil fields of Louisiana for the past 35 years. I'm about to call it quits later this year. Um,
Wow, Jeff.
I can't blame you with everything being changed on everybody. I completely understand. Layden, I'm live. Don't you even come over here without a shirt on. I can't blame you, not even in the slightest, Jeff. I'm sure there's new restrictions and new laws and all kinds of things of that nature. So, I mean, I completely understand. Just like I spoke with a police officer recently, and see, now I'll personally say out in the open, I don't think police should be abolished. I think they need more training. I think that they may need more psychological evaluations, say every 2 years, just to verify that something didn't happen throughout that 2 years and make them snap. But I don't think they should be eliminated or any of that dumb shit. However, I was speaking with a cop, and I asked him, I said, so what's your opinion on the political environment? How do you feel about everything going on? And he said his exact words is, "Man, I just don't know where to turn anymore." I said, "Well, I can completely understand it." I said, "Look, I'm not for this whole the police being taken out or abolished or defunded or whatever, but I'm all for if you police say, you know what, we're done taking a lot of this, because there are a lot of good cops out there, but it's like they." If they say, "Hey, we're done taking this, and we're putting our notice in, and we're done," I'm all for that being the way that they defund themselves. But taking money away because a whole bunch of people get pissed off. Look, I understand we got some bad polices, we got some bad police force, police women and men, but we also have some good. So why take away from the good? That's just like the whole argument of there's one bad apple in a whole big bag. It makes the whole big bag. No, that's wrong. Because that one bad apple might be rotten, but you could pull that son of a bitch out and wipe the other ones off. Um, let's see. But music was
I
my
agree
drug of
with
choice
that, Doc.
whenever down, I turned up my music and it medicated me. Yeah,
That's
honestly, I
that's
know a
what I was
lot of
saying with
people that
that.
do that. Absolutely. Um, there was a point in time where that was something that I did all the time, was just listen to music and keep to myself. So I know exactly what you're saying.
Same here. I do that currently, depending on what it is. I'll zone out into my music and just not pay attention to anything but my music.
But see,
I
one
have
of
a
the big
specific playlist.
Yeah, I could see that, Gick. Doc, one of the big things that I've noticed is even if we use music as a drug of choice, some people, like a lot of men, still need something more than just music, and they're too afraid to reach out. Uh, Wars? I don't quite get what you mean by that. Worse, never mind. Um, but yeah, let's see. Okay, well, look, we were only supposed to go 15 minutes. We started going a little bit longer because I ended up somehow getting driven towards the political environment. Yes, music is my drug of choice. Um, for me, you want me to be honest? Working's my drug of choice. Because what it really comes down to is, even when I'm stressed out, if I start working or I start creating content or I start streaming, I can completely forget about everything else that's going on for a few minutes at least, just to keep my head clear. So I can absolutely say that. Um, However, we got a few more songs to react to. I gave my word that I would react to "Seether Careless Whisper," the George Michael's cover. Um, Shanna has one more song. Nate has a song that he wants to react to. The Leo Mariccioli "Hello" cover from Adele. So we got a few more songs coming up. So with that being said, we will be back at 9:05 to run the Hello from Adele, because Nate might not be able to stick around for the other ones. So banana hammock is your drug of choice, chills. No, it's not. That's my clothing of choice. Make sure you get that right. I will run down the road in a banana hammock for 100 grand. I will skip
Like a
down a
cigarette.
road like the Wizard of Oz. Singing that we're off to see the wizard. Hey, I'm old school. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, we will be back at 9:05 with Hello from Adele, but it's the cover by Leo Frog Leap Studios. That one's. Yeah, we'll be back. With that being said, thanks again for. Oh, trust me. Listen, if I could if I could react to George Carlin on here, I absolutely would. But I can guarantee you that is one comedian that will get people banned for listening to them.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
a million% positive on that. And George Carlin, I would absolutely, hands down, without question, be, in my personal opinion, one of the top three greatest comedians. The second would have to be Chris Farley, and then the third I'd have to think about maybe Joe Rogan
Richard
or
Pryor.
Joe. No, 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 no. I don't like people that catch themselves on fire trying to freebase. Um, but like Joey Diaz even. Yeah, see, Doc George Carlin, he talked a lot of true things, and look at all the reality whenever you talk about truth on any platform anymore. But like I said, 5 after 9, I'll be back. And with that being said, thanks again, everybody. If you like what you see, we're gonna try to do this every Friday, where we just talk about the issues we have going throughout the week and how we was able to conquer them. So I didn't actually say how I was able to conquer mine. Pretty much, I just had to start looking at different methods on what I was doing, how I was purchasing things of that nature. But with that being said, we will see you in 10 minutes.